All right, the team here is all or almost all pinch built forms. And so I wanted to show you some things that you can do with this. Now I'm having you all do functional forms, and so we've seen bowls and cups and things like that. This one I had out just to show you that the back, this is the back of a pen that's a texture that's just pressed in over and over again. Not the most exciting glaze, but kind of an interesting look on that. I am going to show you next week how to actually attach handles, but there's some other fun stuff going on here. I wanted to show you some lidded pieces. So this is just a little pumpkin kind of form. My daughter wanted me to show you the one she painted many years ago. But those pumpkin forms are sort of what I'm thinking about for that one. Here's another lidded pinch form that's not symmetrical. So you can see it's got a funny little foot. And this one I'm actually showing to you in part because it's finished with something other than glazing. So it's actually got paper on the surface. Not a food safe item, but kind of an interesting alternative way to do things. And one of the things that's an advantage of pinching is you don't have to do things symmetrically. So we did a lot of symmetrical stuff in the demo. But pinching is a really easy way for you to avoid symmetry. So this is a lidded box that I did this past year for a Mount St. Helens anniversary show. And so it started with a pinch bowl, and then I folded up the sides, and then I just used pieces of pinch, like I did for the pumpkin, to build up the walls, and then cut the lid off like I did for this, but in a obviously different shape. This piece here was built separately, so it was also built using pinch methods, and it's hollow, or at least partly hollow in there. It was actually attached later. There's a hole here and here and a piece of metal that's holding the two together. And then I tried to do a critter, and I didn't think it was very attractive, so I wanted to show you a critter that was more fun. So this is a little pinch guy who has little legs added on. Now legs like that can get a little bit fragile in transport, but at this small scale, you may be able to get away with it. I've also got this little hanging ornament guy here, and this one I wanted to show you in part because that texture there that's been highlighted with the glaze, that texture was made with pistachio shells. So things around your house, this end here was made probably with the end of a dull pencil or some sort of rounded stick or something like that. So there's a lot of things around your house that you can find to make things. Now this one wasn't exclusively pinch built. These pieces inside were pinch built, and then the outside is built with a slab. But your first project, I'm asking you to do functional work. But I, as a sculptor, have a lot of non-functional work around my studio. And I wanted to suggest, I'm trying to keep things simple for y'all. So I've suggested functional work to begin with, but if you really would like to get into something else, doing some more expressive or more sculptural work, that's actually fine with me. Check in with me. I remember those check-ins I'm requiring you to have. Check in with me and let's talk about what your plan is. I want to make sure that you all are being challenged, and I need to give you some parameters so you know how to work in this class, but I don't mean to just give you sort of arbitrary things that aren't what you're enjoying. So let's make sure that you're having fun with what you're doing in this class.